Shall we start? Chris, just one question. Many people think in Pakistan that the fee for Strathclyde is at the higher end. What do you say about that?
The fees are something that we consider very closely at the university, and what you'll find is that they're reflective of the rankings and the prestige of the university. So Strathclyde have real strength across each of the four faculties. All of the engineering departments are in the UK top 10. Subjects in the business school like accounting and finance is ranked number 3 in the UK. Pharmacy is number 1 in the UK, forensic science number 1, media and communication number 1. So really, really high rankings across the university. And what we feel at the university that we do as well is that we produce graduates who are ready to enter the workforce. So we try and build in industry engagement, experiential learning into the programmes. That's organised and facilitated by the departments. And I would say as well is that we do have generous scholarship opportunities across the university. So we have more scholarships than we've ever had before. Generally you'd be looking at 10% but up to 50% for some programmes in scholarships. So we would encourage students to apply to the programmes first of all, and then they'll be emailed information about the scholarships and how they can avail those scholarships.
Thank you very much. And finally, any thoughts? You can be absolutely neutral about it. Any thoughts about UKEC?
Well, we work, of course, very closely with UKEC in Pakistan, and we do have a Strathclyde desk representative based just outside of Lahore in Pakistan as well. So we've enjoyed a very good working relationship with UKEC over a number of years, and we will continue to do so in the future. And they offer a lot of support to our applicants.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you. I just want to know your thoughts on Brighton, please.
Okay, I think I have a lot that I can say about Brighton, having moved there recently. So I moved from Wales, as you know. So definitely Brighton is different, but one of my favorite things I really find Brighton to be a home is it's so inclusive and diverse and yet so safe. Like I felt like when I moved from Wales to England, I think especially that there's so much population here, I think for me as a female I felt a little like it was a lot of people, but then in Brighton I found it to be very not just open-minded and inclusive but very, very safe as someone who's living on her own. Yeah.
That's great. And if you can please tell us about some of the courses which you think that people from Pakistan must come to study at Brighton.
Oh, absolutely. I think at the University of Brighton, one of our key motto is employability and placement and getting students to be ready for careers. So we have, if you can see, a lot of our courses, they have a lot of placement options, especially at master's level. So we want to make sure that these courses, not only you're getting the academic bit, but you are also getting the practical elements that will have you job ready when you finish and you graduate. And a lot of them offer placement so that part of your degree, you're already getting the work experience that will help put you into the workforce.
Thank you very much. And finally, not finally, actually, I've got one very important question after this. When are you coming to Pakistan next?
Inshallah, I'm hoping in beginning of next year, so either January or February, that's for sure. But as you know, I have a team member who is based in Pakistan and she's available for support anytime you need. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But I'll be there definitely very soon. January or February, inshallah. I'm looking forward to getting some really good food and going back to Pakistan again.
Great, thank you. And finally, your thoughts on UKEC, please.
I think UKEC, obviously in the UK, they're pretty brilliant and they've got a massive operations. I also think in Pakistan, you guys do fantastic. You do fantastic in Gujranwala, and I'm glad to see you're now again in Lahore. So I'm amazed to see the expansion, and you have a very good team and a lot of opportunity for us to collaborate and do really well together.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you. Hi, Pamela. Nice meeting you.
You too. Lovely to meet you.
Same. Pamela, I'm very curious to know why Stirling has been such a popular university in the recent years.
Well, I think Stirling's got a lot to offer. We have a fantastic campus, consistently voted in the top 5 for campus environment in the world. Not every university can say they've got a castle on campus. We've got a really good range of products as well in terms of our courses. We're lucky just in the last year that our management school has got accreditation from ACCSB, so that's another real selling point. And we've got a nice range of flexible entry criteria and also a good range of scholarships as well. So we think we've got a really nice offering for students from around the world.
Great. Can you please tell us, I understand that previously, in the few years ago maybe, there was some issues about the Stirling processing time, but I just would like to know what is the processing time at the moment for the students applying at Stirling?
Yeah, so for the vast majority of our students, they will definitely get an offer usually within 2 to 3 weeks, but actually a lot faster than that. We've seen offers turned around in kind of 2 to 5 working days. As long as the students have the right documentation, our admissions team are really efficient and they will get that turned around as quickly as possible.
Thank you very much. I know you have a train to catch, but I just want to know your thoughts about UKEC and your experience with UKEC, please.
Yeah, so UKEC is one of our main partners. It's been great to be here today. We've met lots of really nice students interested in lots of different subject areas, so great to work with you guys. And yeah, hoping to continue to develop that as well.
Thank you very much. Many thanks.
No problem.
Hi, Tahira. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tahira, why Manchester is such a famous city?
Yeah. I mean, Manchester's famous for students in particular for a number of reasons. I mean, I guess geographically where we're located in England, we're in the northwest of England, which means that, you know, it's easily accessible to other major cities in the UK. So obviously 2 hours and a bit to London, Leeds, Liverpool, Birmingham, not too far either. But Manchester is seen as a UK second city, so obviously after London, you know, it's an upcoming hub of, you know, business and law in particular. But I guess why it's so attractive to students is that, you know, it's, you know, a big city and it's known for being quite a bustling city, but at the same time it's quite small, and the campuses, we have the University of Manchester and Manchester Metropolitan all situated in one area, so we have a whole area just for students, and I feel like that kind of gives students an impression of, you know, it's kind of a homely feeling for them being with students as well. But yeah, there's so many new and exciting things happening in the city, and in terms of obviously we have loads of cafes, restaurants, but we're a huge student city as well, so I think we're one of the best UK student cities to live in the whole of Europe, I believe. So a lot of students do come here to study anything from, you know, arts and humanities to science and engineering. And in Manchester Metropolitan University itself, we're located right in the heart of Manchester, a short walking distance away from the city centre, from sports venues. We have the Institute of Sport in particular, so a lot of our students that study sport not only have links to the sports centres and venues in Manchester, but also the facilities within the Institute of Sport. So yeah, there's so many reasons why people love studying in Manchester, and yeah, it really does depend on the student and why they're here, to be honest.
Thank you very much. I'm sure you can talk a lot about Manchester City, since you have studied in Manchester as well, is that right?
Definitely, yeah. So I was actually born and raised in Manchester, and I love Manchester so much that I decided to study here for 3-4 years. But no, honestly, Manchester to me, obviously from a biased perspective, I do recommend it to all students. It's a city that, you know, you want the city life, but also if you want you know, a taste of nature, we have the Peak District, a short train ride away. We have other countryside areas as well, so if you do want to leave the city for a weekend, that's you know, an easily accessible kind of option for you. But Manchester itself, a huge student city, you'll never feel alone. I think a lot of people in the north of England are just much more friendlier, in my opinion. Everyone's always willing to go out of their way to help you, and especially within Manchester Met, my colleagues and staff members and students themselves are just like the most friendliest community. And with our international students, we have students from over 120 countries, and that's expanded since years ago. We used to have, I think, 100 countries, and now that's, you know, developed into 120 countries, and so we have a really huge, diverse international community, in particular from South Asia, Pakistan, India, China and Malaysia in particular, but really diverse community, and everyone's like willing to help each other, so I really like being part of the community in general.
That's great. Any message you want to give to the students from Pakistan?
Yes, I mean, you're always welcome to Manchester. I mean, Manchester hopefully will become a second home to you. If you have any questions with regarding to studying in Manchester, make sure you do your research, especially with regards to the visa process and application process, because the visa process might be long, it really depends. But yeah, make sure you do your research before you come to the UK. But yeah, if you do arrive in Manchester, we welcome you with open arms, and we have a huge British Pakistani community, and they're always willing to help. And in terms of just an Asian community, it's really nice in Manchester.
Thank you very much. And finally, your thoughts about UKEC.
UKEC. Okay, so this is my first UKEC fair, and honestly, like I didn't have. My colleagues told me that last year it was a busy fair, so to expect the same. And honestly, the students that I've met today have been really positive about going into higher education, and in particular postgrad higher education, doing a postgraduate degree. But yeah, really organised event. Everyone seems friendly. The staff members, colleagues, everyone. Yeah, positive attitude. Even though we're working on a Saturday, I think everyone's come with a positive attitude. And yeah, even the students themselves. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, Finn. What is cost of living like in Hull?
Well, actually, the cost of living is really good at Hull. We're actually the most affordable city in the UK when it comes to the cost of living, whether that be your renting, your general shopping, going to the cinema, going out for a meal. It's really, really affordable here at Hull. It means your money just goes that bit further. What's even better is our tuition fee is fantastic at Hull as well. So at the University of Hull, for our postgraduate programmes, for example, they range between £14,000 to £16,000, and we also have some really fantastic scholarship offerings as well.
Right. And can you please tell me a bit more about the scholarships you have at the moment for Jan intake?
Yeah, perfect. So we've actually got a January start for our artificial intelligence and data science programs, which include artificial intelligence for healthcare and artificial intelligence for engineering as well. We've also got an MS Business Management and our MA in Education, all of which have really good tuition fees. But for Pakistani students, there is an automatic £2,000 tuition fee reduction. So automatically, you don't even have to apply. It's straight applied once you apply to the University of Hull.
Thank you. And any thoughts about UKEC?
Yes, I absolutely love working with UKEC. They're such a great and comforting agency. They'll support you from start to finish, and they are really, really good in terms of providing that assistance that you need throughout your education journey.
Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you.
Very much.
Durga, lovely to see you.
Yeah.
We missed you in Pakistan. You had a
I recently visited Pakistan, yes. So,
and you had to come back, and but hopefully we'll see you there again. I hope everything is going well in Manchester.
yeah, everything's been really good. We've had lots of good students coming, speaking about law, but many other programs that we offer at SOAS as well. So, yeah.
That brings me to one of the key question I wanted to ask you. That why SOAS is so popular for law.
So SOAS, as you know, stands for the School of Oriental and African Studies, and with our law program we offer LLB law as well as LLM as well, and it's a 3-year program at undergraduate level. But at SOAS we focus not on the UK legal system but also the legal systems of the other regions of the world we focus on, so the Middle East, Africa and Asia as well. I think a lot of our academics, of course, are experts in their field. They've come from a professional training background and now they're teaching, so that experience is really valuable for our students. And then I think the range of modules we offer in terms of standard law courses that you would expect, but also things like outer space law, environmental law, so things that might spark a student's imagination beyond what they might experience at another university. I think that really draws students to the law program.
Great, thank you. Is LNET compulsory for admission at SOAS?
So at SOAS we don't require the LNAT, so that's of course another attractive element about the program. We do require 3 A's at A level, so that is still a significant achievement. Students need to get a good 3 A's at their A level, but apart from that, no, we don't require the LNAT.
Right. Thank you very much. And if you can please just talk about tell us about the location of SOAS, please.
Sure, so this is another attractive proposition for students considering universities in London. So we are right in the centre of London. We have great transport links. So Euston, King's Cross are a 15-minute walk from our campus. And then we're right in the heart of London. So the British Museum and then other fantastic places are just a stone's throw away from our campus. It's very lively, a very safe environment to be in as well. So yeah, students coming to SOAS, our campus, they'll have a great time.
Thank you very much. And finally, your thoughts on UKEC, please.
Sure, so we've partnered with UKEC for many years. You're one of our strongest partners and we always look forward to working with you. I couldn't see you in Pakistan this time, but for the next trip I will definitely be there. But lots of good students that you send us, so yeah, a good partnership.
Thank you very much, Durga.
Thank you.
Many thanks. Thank you. Hi, Ivana. LSBU is known to be a very practical university. Can you please shed some light on it?
Yes, we are very proud to be offering these practical skills to our students. Being based in central London with lots of connections to local industries and lots of big companies there in the area, students are able to connect with those industry specialists, but also lots of lecturers come to speak to our students, and we offer lots of guest lectures when they are able to connect with them face to face, but also studying on the courses, because we are not a research based university, we are a very practical university. Students on many of the courses are able to try lots of facilities that we offer. They are very unique and they're able to get those hands-on skills while studying and getting ready for the employment.
Great. And can you please give us just an overview about the fee structure of the UG and PG programs?
Yeah, so we have very competitive fees, considering that we are in central London, and some students may be a little bit worried about the cost of living, that it's very high, but we offer very competitive scholarships to our international students, particularly to our international students. So even though fees range with anything up to £19,000, with the scholarships the fees get reduced to around £14,000. So, but we do encourage students to, in order to qualify for this scholarship, as soon as they get the offer, we ask them to pay the deposit to secure their place, and this is how the scholarships gets offered to them.
Thank you, Anna. And for January intake, any
Yes.
particular courses you would like to highlight?
Yeah, we do have January intake. So our second semester starts at the end of January, and the courses that open are business courses, so business management, accounting, finance, project management, marketing, but also in our engineering school, a lot of computing courses that are very popular at the moment, like computer science, data science, and other computing courses. We also, have January starts for those. And the applications are open until 29th of November, so we encourage students to apply as soon as possible to secure the place.
That's great. And finally, your thoughts on UKC?
Well, we've been working together as partners for a very long time, and I hope we will continue to do so, and we will strengthen our partnership, and with lots of partnership visits and fairs that you're putting out. There are very good opportunities for us to meet with the students. So we really value your input and your partnerships in helping us get the students and put them on the right places so they can achieve their potential.
Thank you very much, Ivana. Many thanks.
No worries.
Hi, Mehba. Mehba, can you please tell us about the scholarships LJMU is offering at the moment for Jan intake and for the year 2025?
Yeah, so for Jan we have a specific scholarship which comes with £3,000, and also for the original one is different. It comes with 3,500 and 4,000 as well. But I will really bang on our early payment discount. So if any students is paying before 20th of November, they'll get extra £500, which is really amazing for everyone, I would say. So it's very impressive for all the international students, and it's also open for our September intake. So if any students pays before the deadline of the initial deposit, which is £5,000, they'll get extra £500 discount. So I think this is really helpful for all of us.
Great. And why do you think that students should come to LJMU?
So in general, we are based in Liverpool, and Liverpool is a very student-centric city. And I can tell I was alumni. I came from one of the South Asian countries. I'm from Bangladesh. As a student point of view, LGM is really supportive to all the international students, and we are really helpful to navigate our future. So, for example, I studied LGMU, and now I'm a staff. So I would say one of the best decisions I've ever taken in my life, which is studying in LGMU.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And cost of living in Liverpool?
I would say it's very, very, very cheap if you compare to other cities, London, Manchester. So our accommodation starts from £90, and if you compare to any other universities, you can see that we are the cheapest accommodations provider in England.
Thank you very much. Liam, your thoughts about Liverpool as city? What is it like living in Liverpool?
Well, obviously I'm going to be biased as I am from Liverpool, born and bred. But I think Liverpool's a great city. There's lots of landmarks within the city, lots of tourist activities. The football clubs are really popular. I'm a Liverpool supporter, but we get a lot of visitors to Liverpool as a city, and obviously our international students that come along from lots of diverse countries. Such a welcoming city. But as a local, I find the fact that we have lots of different nationalities within the city one of its biggest pluses.
Liam, can you please tell us the fee structure of the UG and PG programs at LJMU?
Absolutely. So for our self-funded international students, we do require an initial £5,000 deposit. So that'll be for our cash letter to be issued for student visa application. And then we do offer an instalment plan. So it's a 3 instalment plan over the course of the first academic year. So the first payment, the first instalment's due at the point of enrolment. They then require second payment just a few months later, and then the final and third payment of the instalment plan is due near the end of the year. So it's really an attractive payment plan that we have, something that some of our international students have been requesting. So it's a much better option than paying the international tuition fees all upfront.
Thank you very much. And your thoughts on UKEC, please? Your relationship with UKEC?
Amazing. They're always helping us to get the best students. And yeah, I would say the students are they're prepared for the precast interview, they're prepared for the deadlines, they're prepared for the registration, the online registrations, and what are the student service provider we have. So yeah, thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
All right. Can we just take a photo? Hi, Ruta. Nice meeting you.
Hi, Imran. Nice to meet you as well.
Ruta, I've got one burning question in mind, and I'm sure this is a question which is in the mind of many students who want to study at Durham. They think that it's so hard to get admission at Durham. I would like to know your thoughts on that, please.
So it is a prestigious university. It's the 3rd oldest university in the UK after Oxford and Cambridge. So you're right, it definitely is hard to get into Durham. However, that shouldn't put you off because, you know, every year we have thousands and thousands of students do come to Durham. I think people also really like the fact that we have a collegiate system at Durham. So again, similar to Oxbridge, you would be part of a college when you join us at Durham throughout the entire degree. And international students especially really like that collegiate system. It's like a home away from home. You know, you do activities with with other students at the college. You have a student support system. You have sports facilities, etc. So I think that's why it's as competitive as it is, but not impossible.
Right. Thank you very much for that. Any particular courses you think that which international students especially should be applying for at Durham?
So I think business programs are some of the most popular at Durham University with international students and home students. We have a really well-performing business school that's got triple accreditation. It's got a good range of programs and it's got really good employability rates. So definitely business would be the ones to keep an eye out for. if not business, I would say law. We rank really highly both in the UK and Europe and globally for law. And then outside of those programs, engineering, maths, statistics, physics, and then like history, geography, all rank really highly in the QS World rankings as well.
Federica, what a lovely name you have. Can you please tell us about LMU? Why is it so famous university?
Well, I think London Metropolitan is a great university to go to. Our courses are very practical courses. We focus on giving the skills to students to then prepare them to go into the world work. So it's very important for us, and I can say we are the top 10 university for student experience and teaching quality. So we are very proud of that. And yeah, we have a lot of courses that we offer to students. And I think one of the best things is that we are very central in London, and that's very attractive for students as well.
Great. And how many intakes do you have at London Met?
So we have two main intake, and we just started a new intake. We have September, which is our main intake with all of the courses are offered. We have January as well, that is coming soon, when we have a lot of courses as well offered in January, and just a few courses that will be opened in May as well intake. So a lot of opportunity there.
Oh, that's good news. I didn't know that we were going to do May intake as well. I know London Met is in London, and can you please tell us about the location of London Met?
Of course, yes. We have two campuses. We are about to also expand in another campus as well. The main campus is in Holloway Road, which is slightly north, just 2 stops away from King's Cross station, just next to the Emirates Stadium for the football fan. And then the second campus is in Aldgate, where we teach only art and design courses. And Aldgate is very like few minutes walk from Tower Bridge, so really central from like all of the attractions.
That's great. So I guess it's at the nearest tube station is Finsbury Park?
We are just opposite to Holloway Road station, and then just 10 minutes walk there is also Highbury Islington.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. And can you please tell us about your experience with the UKEC?
I mean, it's been a great experience so far. A lot of students and the counselor as well are amazing, advising students where to go, what courses to take. So definitely a really good help for us.
Thank you very much, Federica. Many thanks.
Thank you so much.